tell us a little bit about tetanus? Is it tetanus or tetanitis or
Tetanus.
tetanus?
Tetanus
Okay.
for short. Yeah. This is a 1967 F100, of course. We're here at the Supernationals. This is a build that it was basically done in my garage. It's a frame off. This was actually a parts truck that I had found that a guy was just going to sell bits and pieces off of it. And because of the patina look to it, I kind of fell in love with it. And
You took the whole thing?
I took the whole thing, yeah. So I just felt like it would do the truck disservice to break it up. So took it apart, ground up, refurbished pieces that needed to be refurbished. But pretty much it's a brand new truck. It's a kind of a wolf in sheep's clothing, Coyote swap. Used a lot of Fat Fender's products actually, and the great thing about it was that their products made it really easy, when it came to breakup grades, when it came to cooling. I got all my vintage air through you guys, all my Dakota digital. So the one thing is that I find talking to a lot of people is they think that modern drivelines are really complicated to put in, but actually, companies like yourself, they really make it kind of a one-stop shop, and it really makes it a lot less stressful to make these builds. So it's been a labor of love. Everybody seems to get a kick out of it because it's kind of a mesh between the old and new. So that's what I like about it.
Oh, thank you for that testimonial.
Yeah, definitely.
So is this a returnless kit? I recognize that aeromotive gauge.
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
Yep.
You ran a returnless system?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you have a VaporWorks then?
I do.
You got
Yep.
cold width modulated system.
Yeah.
Did you relocate your oil filter? Relocation?
Yeah, I put a relocation kit on it.
Did you use ours?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Oh, yeah, we got one of those.
I did transmission
So you did a
through you
T-Cool
guys.
kit. You must have done maybe
Yep.
an H-pipe kit.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that. You got everything. You got the
I
works then.
did.
Yeah.
And
You did.
like I said, it really made it, when I had an issue, I called you guys up and you said, hey, we've got that. And so it really took care of it. Every
Aw.
time that would happen, I would come across something, and you guys were pretty knowledgeable and just giving me general information over the phone on what to do to work through a problem. It would be just a weekend at a time. I would just attack one part of it. You guys gave me great advice, and it came out to be a great vehicle, really.
Well, that's great to hear. So
Yeah.
if this is in the last 2 years, then you probably talked to Spencer a lot, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So again, went with I kind of wanted to go with a really
Wow.
clean look. And so, and I, wanted to maintain some originality as far as a throwback. So I kind of went with the crushed leather, and it gives it, comfort and style, the blend of both, if you will. I kept the old instrument bezel, but went through with Dakota Digital from you guys, and that really helped out.
You need one of our undercovers.
I do need an undercover. So I got to get,
Finish it off.
I know I got to get on the ball with you guys.
Are you going to leave that plain?
I think I am. I think
Oh, okay.
because I think if I do too much,
Yeah.
it kind of takes away from the almost vintage, rustic look of it. So,
Yeah.
and that kind of gives it a little bit, to me, it gives it more of a hot rod. It's been worked.
I was
Like-
going to say
like
that. Yeah,
that
it kind
raw-
of gives that.
Yeah, a little bit of a raw kind of
Yeah.
pellet look to it.
It's kind of like crazy the patina looks really good, obviously. But
Yeah.
you don't, like, not everybody knows what you're looking at when you look at patina. So, like,
Correct. Yeah.
some people are like, what?
Yeah.
So they don't get it.
That's right.
But then you see this inside and then
Yeah.
start to get it,
Yeah.
Yes. I have some girlfriends that would be like, what the? I have no idea what's underneath
Yeah.
these.
And it's
Yeah.
funny because you get that reaction with people. You get some people that,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to pick on the female group, but you get a lot of females that come in, they're just like, it's an old rusty truck.
Yeah.
There are a lot of guys that come through and say that as well. You watch them kind of start putting it together, and then
Yeah.
they see the Coyote, and then they see the shiny wheels, and they go, wait a minute, there's something a little
Yeah.
different about this.
Trying to explain it to other people, and I'm like, I don't know, there's
Tina.
a lot of money under that. And also,
It is.
it's like, I don't want to say priceless, but it kind of is. Like, you can't really, like,
Correct.
especially later on, you really aren't going to be able to put a number on it.
And this is a form of antiquing. It's
Yeah.
this is Mother
It's
Nature.
a form of artwork.
Yeah, Mother Nature did this, so why change it? I can appreciate
It's kind of
nice
like
shiny paint, but
the Statue of Liberty, same thing.
it's the same exact thing.
I love that. Okay, so tell us about your bed. What is this? Why do we have to do this?
So again, going with the theme, this is a 50-plus-year-old truck, and so back then trucks were actually used. Now we have Cadillacs with beds on them. So the working part of this truck obviously took some abuse, and so it went through and it was patched. It's a testament that it's kind of a rebirth of this truck. A lot of people ask about the hump over it, and for people that don't understand, that's when guys drop these so low, the suspension has to hide somewhere. So we cover that suspension with a hump or a doghouse, some people call them. But that's the reason for that. As I spoke earlier of my wonderful gas cap, that is that I happen to know a company that makes a great cap.
Aw.
That's in the works of getting replaced. But I feel like if I go back and refurbish anything that takes away its character, kind of takes away its story, right? All the bumps and bruises and scars. So, that's what helps makes things unique.
Yeah.
And so I like to keep that.
Yeah, this is awesome. I like this bed.
Yeah.
We're used to raising the bed because we raise the bed on all of ours.
Correct. Yeah.
So we don't really ever see the tunnels too much. But it takes away half your space. It takes
does.
away half your bed when you raise it. So.
It does. It takes a little bit of that away. And so,
Using it.
yeah. And it's something that, I can still throw something in the back of, not a lot, but I can still use it if needed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to try to reinvent the wheel. This is really low. A lot of people ask, is it bag? But obviously it doesn't sit on the ground. I've used suspension-wise, I've got a Crown Vic cross member in it, and did QA1 coilovers and some lowering brackets.
Mm-hmm.
And for the back, I kept the original 9-inch, and I did a triangulated 4-link in the back of it, and did it with coilovers as well. And then, of course, went with big Willwood disc brakes, 6 pistons in the front, 4 pistons in the back. Try to keep it clean and simple, just so it's not overly done. It's kind of subdued.
This kind of like, I feel like is really popular in the gear range.
Yeah.
They're all kind of getting to it. But I think it looks really good.
Yeah, it kind of gives it, I've heard some people call it like a California stance. It's a little lower and a little longer.
Okay, I can see
and
that.
they kind of push the wheels out to the edges a little bit. So a little bit more of an aggressive look. It's been a great truck so far. I mean, like I said before, the whole Coyote system, it's Ford really knocked it out of the park when they did that. So it gets great gas mileage. It performs outstanding. It's more than enough for this truck.
Okay, well, thanks for being our guinea pig. And next time we see you, we're gonna expect that to be installed.
Definitely, we'll definitely have that installed, and I'll look at doing the dash, the underpinning for the dash as well.
Oh yeah, you need to undercover.
Yeah,
okay, perfect. Well, that sounds great. And then maybe we'll see you in the Grand National show.
Yeah, we're shooting to get there.
Okay,
So,
sounds good. We'll see you again soon.
thanks so much.
Yeah.